Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thanks for watching and for supporting what I do. It will also help me grow my channel if you subscribe and like my videos. I also enjoy everyone's comments and I read every one of them, so if you have something to say or some feedback, please let me know. Alright, let's get into some of my Chiang Mai adventures. Here you go. This here is a great organization that lets you feed and pet the elephants. There's other places you can do this in Thailand, but I did some research and this seems to be the best place in terms of caring for the elephants and really giving them a good home. If you're in Chiang Mai, I highly recommend checking this place out. It's about 30 minutes outside of the city. What was also nice about this place, it was very reasonable. It was about 20 bucks a person. They give you fresh watermelon to feed the elephants. And they basically let you do things at your pace. They don't rush you, you take your time and just kind of enjoy yourself and have fun. Here's my mom feeding the elephant. She's a little excited and also a little nervous. This elephant was the biggest one here and it was pretty intimidating, especially once it looked at you and started walking your direction. And my mom suddenly loses interest. Now it's on to something she's a little more comfortable with. From pickup to drop off, it was about a 3-hour tour. After this elephant sanctuary tour, we were done for the day. We just went back to our hotel in Chiang Mai and relaxed. Because the next day we had a full day tour which started with this beautiful waterfall. As beautiful as this place was, it wasn't really even that crowded. This was about an hour and 15 minutes from our hotel in Chiang Mai. It's always very warm in Thailand or extremely hot. The weather this day was actually very comfortable. After the waterfall, it's on to our next stop, which is a Hilltribe Village. This here was our tour guide for the day. She was great. She said this is like many other villages in Thailand where the locals rely on tourist dollars to survive. Here they are selling fresh fruit and vegetables. And our guide is explaining that this lady here is making a blanket of sorts that will take her several weeks to complete. Here she is showing off some of the finished products. We'll make a quick few stops before we leave the village. This is where they lay all the corn out and start to mash it, and I was told this was for private use for the village. They don't sell it. This is the village restaurant where you can get some tea and coffee, light snacks, and some fresh smoothies. They gave us some really good tea to try and also some super strong coffee. These were all beautiful handmade scarves. These kids here were selling small bags of avocados. I think it's 5 avocados for 50 cents. Crazy. This was a very old gas pump and it was actually still working, surprisingly. And as part of our tour, we were treated to this amazing Thai lunch. It was super good. This food was very simple, very basic, but extremely fresh. It was better than probably 99% of the Thai restaurants I've had in the US. Now we're off to a beautiful national park, which is also home to Thailand's highest mountain. From start to finish, this trail was pretty quick. It was only maybe 15 minutes. And it was easy enough for probably most anyone to do. And if you're in a wheelchair, you can see this ramp here on the right-hand side. They make it accessible for everyone. Here it is, the highest spot in Thailand. These here are offerings you can purchase if you want to say a prayer at the temple here. This plaque here just shows the history of the mountain and kind of gives you some background on it. Now we're off to our last spot, which is the King and Queen Pagoda, which is also in the national park. Everyone gets picked up in the central parking lot and then driven to the base of the Pagoda Mountain. Just like everything I see in Thailand, this was also super beautiful. And this looks intimidating in terms of walking, but it's actually pretty easy. There's an escalator that goes to the top, and then you take stairs to the bottom. The King Pagoda is on one side, the Queen Pagoda is on the other. And there's beautiful and different things to see on both sides. This here is overlooking the flower garden. There's a nice trail you can walk around, and you can also look over the edge at the valley below. It's really pretty. There's actually not a ton of walking once you're up here. I think I was maybe here for an hour at most. This was a long day, and we're heading back. A good portion of this tour was just getting to and from everywhere. It was about 5 hours of driving round trip. It was a lot, but definitely well worth it. Now I'll give you a preview of the next video. After we left Chiang Mai, we drove 3 hours to Chiang Rai, which is in northern Thailand. We opted to take an Uber instead of a bus because there was a couple places we wanted to stop along the way. And with a bus, you can't do that, of course. After the hot spring, we stopped at this white temple, very famous. It was very pretty and very ornate. This is a very popular tourist attraction. It was pretty crowded. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting my channel, and I hope you enjoyed Chiang Mai. Please subscribe so I can keep bringing you great content as I travel throughout Asia. Watch out for my next video on Chiang Rai. And I actually learned a lot about Chiang Rai while visiting and filming, so I hope you enjoy it. See you soon.